It's too much light. I went out of my way to find this. This is very tiny. It's quite heavy actually, but it's really, really simple. It's the wrong color. Most taps of these sort have a zinc handle and a brass body chromed. This is brass on the top and brass body. So let's get rid of all this chrome and make it that color. Well, that is brass, and you can see a thin layer of copper on that, but no, it's cheapy old zinc underneath. When they said in the shop that it was all brass, I'm afraid they were lying or didn't know the truth. It's not chrome anymore, so it's very much toned down. I now have to run this copper pipe to my gas locker. I'm not installing the gas, I'm just setting everything up for the gas installer to just tighten things up and sign off on it. There's my gas. Now that's gotta meet it. Okay, let's do it. Here I'm connecting the overflow pipe to the sump. This comes from the calorifier. This is a 1-inch pipe being reduced down to a 5/8 of an inch pipe. This connects the calorifier to the engine. I'm focusing on connecting all the pipes that are going to go underneath the shower tray. Later, I will connect this to the engine. I'm making up a cable to send power to the Eberspacher, the heating system. They're thicker, copper, tinned, but I had to make it up myself. I've been adding strands into my loom. So what I have here is, that's for the heating system. That's for lighting, and lighting. Well, 2 of them will be for lighting, and another one is just in case I come up with some brainwave that might be necessary back there. Now, I'll have to get it into this tube, which is going to go underneath the shower and through the bulkhead. It's raining. So this set of cables is my wiring loom for the aft of the boat. So it heads up out through there. That's it there. Goes into that yellow hose. Now that means that the yellow hose is going to keep it dry no matter what happens. Should the shower tray leak, the electrical cabling is all safe, and then it goes in there. It comes out here, and here's all the cabling. In this corner here, I do have the option of a I do have a connector here for a light, but I do need a light to be here so that when you come in, you flick a switch and you have light illuminating the step, and then you're into the boat, and then you can flick switches once you're in. So I'm going to take this cable here and run a junction off it and just send it across through there and up there, and then I can have my a lamp there with a switch as you come in the door. I could have done this cable run behind the shower, but as it's going to be permanently sealed, I want to give myself the option of easy access. So I'm going the long way round. Ta-da! All the pipes, the infrastructure, cables, everything underneath the shower is in. Now I can put it back together again. What needs to happen now is I need to do some steel work and build the frame for the walls of the bathroom. I need to weld some steel that has to go across here and into there, and I need another piece of steel that goes across into there and be welded to the boat there. I also need to take this hose, which is the wastewater hose, that needs to be taken off so that I don't melt it, because if I melt a little hole in there because I'm welding and then the pump starts spewing sewage everywhere, ooh, that'd be horrible. I also need to make a door frame. So here, this, although lined up here, it seemed like a good idea at the time, but I need to reduce the door to 50 centimeters wide. It's currently 60 centimeters wide, and that is so that I can open the door. So if we had two little doors at 25 centimeters, the doors have to be able to open inwards, but there's so little space that to clear the toilet, the door has to be at 25. Okay, I need to take this down. Editing. Oh, I thought it would smell much worse than that. Well, I've just discovered a little problem. Imagine a piece of steel hitting that, but when I bring that up here, oh, look what's in the way. So that's the outlet, and it's not... What I could do is move that to there, or I could move it down. Doesn't need to be that high up. Does it need to be that high up? Could just put it there, Why did I do it so high? If that was down there, probably could get away with not moving it if I just take this off. How intelligent is this? Okay, so that comes off. I could take a chunk out of that and then weld it in there above it. Yes, that's what I'm going to do. I have this bar here, and it's a nice small little teeny little square bar. So that is sort of where the top of the back of the dinette is, as in one of the pews. So the bar that's going to go across there will be braced onto the back of the pew. But before I get stuck into any welding, anything that's plastic, as in wastewater tank, water tank, shower tray, all of that has to be covered up. What I'm going to do now is just put back the hose and get everything tidied up. We're going on a little trip. I have to get some oak, and this is brand new oak. It's really expensive. We have to go on the boat. I'm also going to get rid of all of this rubbish. I've made it to Stonebridge Lock. I'm going to get the trash and dump it. Up here is some weathered wood, and I discovered that there was a little bit of decorative wood. You can see it's a bit weathered, but when you actually get down into the pile, you can see actually it's not all too bad. But it's all hardwood, and he just sent me on my way and said, the next time you're back, give me 20 quid. I'm going to go back and get more of these. 2 runs of it down there. You're going to need a run all the way down there, there, here, in there, there. By the time I'm done, I could use up quite a many meters of this. This has been driving me mad as to how I'm going to do this. But I have been advised to start with a circle. This is a circle. What I need to do now is get this bit of plywood to bend around to make a sort of circular window-ish. There are problems with this, but we'll get to that. This plywood is weird. This plywood is glued with the grain running in the same direction. So as a result, it's really bendy. Now I just need to glue them together. Okay, it fits exactly, but when I open these, they can't open outwards. There'll have to be a chunk taken out there, chunk there, chunk there, a chunk there, and a chunk there. So this little breech, I just need to spin that to there, and then I'll be cutting it out anyway. Back in the ye olde times, this used to be the surround for the window, and they went in like that and covered up the steel. So what I'm going to do is switch it. So instead of it going on the window like so, I'm going to flip it so it's like that as a ledge, and then it'll go onto the window like that. It's mitered to me to the window like that. When I turn it that way, there'll be a little gap, but that's okay. Those screws need to go. Cut that off. And cut that off. Did not see that. Ooh, fancy. Now I have to make it actually fit. That was a bit of butchery. It's a shame. What I'm going to do... Yeah, okay. I can cover that up. Okay. Got to stuff this up. This is just a strip of plywood, and I'm going to drill holes in. And now this chap has to go in, get buried right in there. On you go. I'm going to screw that in, and then this will be ready to take the nice wood. Now I'm going to sand all of this and get it ready to go into the window. To find a bit to go in there, a bit to go in there. I'm not going to put it in place just yet because I want to clean up the window here, the steelwork, and that has to be painted quite vigorously because that will still be exposed to all the moisture. So I got to make sure that that
is very much rust proofed and painted. It'll just be painted black. I need to fill this in.
Right out of that pile of weathered, crappy old wood, I managed to find gold. They've done an incredible deal. It now sorts me out for decoration for the interior of the boat, and there's lots of it.